what does that person that you're looking to reach want? Great marketing is being magnetic to the right people and being repulsive to the wrong people.
I hope he has enough intelligence. Don't tell her everything what he thinks about her.
Am I that man that deserves that person? This sounds like a lot of effort, and a lot of people won't want to make the effort. How does a one-man army, one-woman army go out and market themselves? Not just in building a business, but actually in the world throughout. Relationships, dating, business, and are there synergies? Are there synergies in how you market yourself as a business owner to go and get leads and inquiries as to how you market yourself in the dating world? We're about to find out, because on this episode of Business Growth Secrets, I'm going to be bringing the business tips. Ksenia is going to be bringing the dating tips, and together we're going to find the synergies of how you as an individual take yourself to market to get everything you want from life. Let's jump in to Business Growth Secrets. So welcome back, Ksenia. It's amazing to have you. You look like you was going to come and give me a hug then.
Thank you so much for having me in your episode. So we spoke about branding last time, and
we had a great time. I really, really enjoyed what we did last time. I think it was awesome. And if you were watching and you enjoyed it, tell us in the comments.
Likes,
and I'll go and give us a review.
Follow.
I also must say I really like your shirt today.
It's on purpose, always hot.
Always. So we've got heart earrings, heart shirt.
Yeah.
Looking good, right? Looking good.
Yes, and all you need is love.
All you need is love. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that. Okay, what we got today, we're going to jump in. We're going to really talk about marketing yourself, right? I believe.
Yes, how it's possible to market yourself. Because if you're business, and usually I say to my clients, for example, you want to buy pink socks for the kids.
Yeah.
Where should you go to sell the socks? You would never go to the stadium with pink socks for the kids to sell them to their spectators. You have to find the right place to do it. And I think the same is in terms of dating.
Yeah, I'm not really getting the pink socks analogy there, but how do you mean?
I mean, so for example, if you are, 20 years old, blonde, beautiful, and you would like to get somebody who is rich, you probably wouldn't go to Tinder and try to catch up with everybody. Yeah. You will think about, where is my audience, which golf club, which yacht club, or maybe private.
Absolutely, yeah.
Something like, depends on what do you want to achieve. Or if, for example, I have such clients, 60 plus, who want to have children.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes, I have several of them right now. And this is always double problem because on one hand, we have to find the woman who is ready to have a child from somebody who is 60 plus. Mm-hmm. And second problem is generations. Because he is in his generation with his attitude, with his behavior, and she's daughter. How to bring it together.
Yeah. Well, that's a conundrum in its own. I think that in terms of building a business, your business strategy should be, do you want to serve that marketplace? And when we talk into marketing, that's the first thing that you do, is you identify who is the target market, who is the person we're trying to reach, who is our message for. And that's the same in business and in relationships. You always have to look at who is, or I think you don't always have to look at it. It's definitely helpful to look at who do you want to reach and who do you want to attract. And where it's very similar, business and relationships, is you can go and you can run a business without thinking about target market, and you can go and sign clients without thinking about target market. But the problem is you're probably going to end up with some clients that you didn't want. You're probably going to end up with some situations you didn't want, and you're probably going to regret taking those clients on eventually at some stage, and it's probably going to hurt your business in ways you didn't want to hurt your business because you didn't do the target market aspect. Whereas if you did, say, because what I'm suggesting here is that every business owner should be aware of the type of client that they want to attract and that they want to bring into their business. Every business owner should have that in their mind. It's the first question that we ask. And many people don't have it. Therefore, they end up with certain clients that perhaps they didn't want. Now, on the relationship side as well, and this is your sphere, but what I would suggest is that if you know who you're looking to attract, there's a lot more chance that you're going to attract them if you actually do that work initially and say, this is the type of person that I want. This is the type of person that I want to be with, rather than just hoping through blind luck that you're going to walk into the person of your dreams. The problem is,
Many people believe in it.
yeah, but many people might walk into the person of their dreams, but because they didn't realise that was the person of their dreams and they didn't understand it, done no work to understand it, they're probably not going to be in a position to actually attract that person anyway. Because how does marketing work? I mean, you look like you want to ask me another question, but how marketing works is you figure out who you want and then you figure out what they want.
Yeah, first of all, what they want.
Yeah.
First of all, what they want, because it doesn't matter what do you want. If you cannot get what they want, it will be just failure.
Yeah, for sure. So who is the person that you're looking to reach? What does that person that you're looking to reach want? So in a business perspective, the way that we would do it from marketing any product or any service is we would say, this is the target market. The target market, let's say, are business owners that work in, and we can go layers deep. So we say business owners as a top layer, and we go slightly deeper and we say business owners in the service industry. They only sell service-based products. And then we go deeper and we say, actually, business owners in the service industry, business owners that sell recruitment services. So now I'm looking for a business owner that does recruitment. And we can go another layer deep and we can say that business owner is in their second year onwards of business and they're turning over in 6 figures a year and they want to get to 7. So now my target market is I'm looking for recruitment businesses that are turning over £100,000 and have the ambition to get to 7 figures in revenue. Now I've got a target market. So what that allows me to do is it allows me to go to the places that they are, go and have conversations with those. But what it also allows me to do is to do the next bit of work on target market, which is recruitment agents that are turning over 6 figures a year, that want to get to 7 figures. What sort of problems are they facing? Well, in this scenario, the type of problem that they're probably facing is they're the top biller. They are the person that's going out. They're the ones that are billing the money and making the money. They don't know how to build a team. They're probably struggling with the fact that they've tried to hire some people and they've tried to patch, but they've not been able to bring them into the team, and those other people haven't been able to generate money. So what do they need? Well, they need to know how they can bring other people into their business that are going to make money, that are going to generate revenue, that are not going to distract them. So there's some real problems and challenges that they've got there. And what do they want? Well, they probably want to get some work-life balance. They want to get some freedom back, and they want to make more money.
So again, this picture in the future, what do you want? When do you want to achieve?
I've got a very clear idea. I've gone deep into who I want first of all, and then who I want, what they want. Yeah. Because now, what have I got? I've got the ability to create marketing messages that reach them, that connect with them. And if I didn't do that, I'm shooting blind. So let's take this to your world. Let's imagine for a moment that I say, who I want is I'm in a happy relationship, right? So let's just make that. We're doing this figuratively, right? Let's say I am after a woman between the ages of 30 and 40, and that type of person that I'm looking for is somebody that is happy, that is somebody that is really in control of their lives. Perhaps they are a business owner, they're financially stable, they live, in the southeast, that kind of area. They're in a position in their life where they love traveling, and I'm really understanding who they are. Like, they love traveling, they love doing nice things, they love going to nice restaurants. This is the stuff they're into. And I've got an idea of a picture of who that person is. They're attractive, they're happy, they've got good relationships with their family, they're a nice person, they're kind, they're generous. And I've gone like, this is who I want. And then I go, okay, well, what do they want?
The same.
What do they want?
The same man.
Well, okay, so they want the same man. And then I have to ask myself, am I that man?
Am
I that man that deserves that person? Or what do I need to do? Do I need to be more kind? Do I need to be more generous? Do I need to want to travel more? Do I need to get a better work-life balance? What do I need to do to attract that person to me to make sure that we're a good fit?
Here's the really big difference between your world, your business owner's world, and my world of singles. Because if you read the profiles of most people in something, my interest different, my character, find out. And I always say, if you write my interests are different and my character find out, nobody is interested to find out.
No.
That's all.
Well, then you're playing to your picture, right? If you're talking about online dating, the only thing they see is your picture. And I'm sure you've got a good picture, but I'm sure there's a lot of other people that got good pictures as well. You've got to market yourself in a way that you are going to stand out. You've got to market yourself in a way, we've just done the example, where you speak to that person. Right. And actually you can sort of say, hey, I love traveling. I love doing lots of fun things. I like going to nice restaurants. I've got a really good relationship with my family. And actually I'm looking for somebody that is kind, generous, that's like this. And if you're somebody, you know, I don't want to go out with anybody that is not kind, that is not generous, that is not fun loving. If you hate traveling, don't contact me.
Yeah.
Like, because great marketing is being magnetic to the right people and being repulsive to the wrong people.
I remember I made analysis of one dating profile for one woman, and she wrote really very with big letters, only business owners. I said, you know what, just delete it, because there are not so many business owners, and you can lose these doctors, engineers, or people with normal jobs if you write only business owners. She said, you know what, I have bad experience with engineers and doctors and so on, and I have so many matches. It was on Tinder, 5,000 matches. So I wrote business owner on purpose because I'm so attractive for everybody. So I have to find a way how to sort out. Really something like some people write very complicated things in their dating profiles just to sort out the people they don't want to attract.
Yeah. Well, you should say who you want and who you don't want.
Yeah.
And be very, very clear in that. And that's the same with marketing. If we're running an ad for an event, I'm running ads saying, attention business owners, because I want business owners. Hey, business owners, stop. This message is for you. So we're actually clearly calling out the target market. That's what we're clearly doing. Now, we've got to do that in a way where we still use what are called inclusion statements. So inclusion statements are, say, your friend that put only business owners. Instead of putting only business owners, it'd be, hey, I'm looking to meet somebody that perhaps is a business owner or is somebody that's really ambitious and very entrepreneurial. Now, what have I done? I've took the business owner profile, but then I've took the traits that I'm actually looking for. Because the traits are ambition and entrepreneurs and someone like that, right? So that's how she might do that in a softer way, right? And that's the same with marketing. You have to, so inclusion statements are, let's imagine that I'm marketing and I'm trying to get the attention of business owners. What's going to happen is I'm marketing, let's say I'm marketing a webinar or a challenge, whatever it is, and I want to go and get a message across to those people. What will happen when I say, hey, business owners, or attention business owners, or stop business owners, I call their attention, I'll have their attention for the next 5-10 seconds because I called them out. And then they'll go, but is this just for big business owners? This isn't for small business owners, or I'm too big for this. And what they're doing is they're going to go, well, is this for, they're always trying to look, is this for me or is this not for me? Which will bring me to one of the most important things in marketing at the moment. So what I would do is I would use an inclusion statement that says, hey, you might be a very, very small business looking to grow. You might be a really big business that's looking for your next competitive edge, or you could be somewhere in between. And now I've used an inclusion statement to talk to all three markets, which is the startup, the grow up, and the scale up. Yeah, so I've spoke to all three with one statement, and you can do that during dating as well, and the way you. But the most important thing, anyway, with marketing, with dating, because it's the same thing. You are literally marketing a product or service, and in this case, if you're dating, you are the product or service.
Yes, you are.
So this is important. We could talk about sharpening you up as well, which is important.
You sell yourself.
Yeah, you are the product or service, which is what makes people feel uncomfortable, both in business and in dating. Because if you're a personal brand, people get really uncomfortable with that too. That's a different conversation. Anyhow, what's the most important thing? The most important thing is everybody's favorite radio station is WIIFM. What's in it for me? That's their favorite radio station. So when you're marketing, you need to make sure you get that across. So the way you get that across is you say, you know, not only do you say what you're looking for, but you like what you can bring. What can you bring to the table in the relationship? Hey, my ideal partner is going to be someone that loves going out, having fun, that, is not sat on the sofa all week, but actually wants to go out to dinner, wants to go to theatre, wants to do exciting things. And whoever I'm in a relationship with, they are going to have a life of fun, because that's what I'm all about. Now, that will not suit everybody, but it will suit some of you. So if you are somebody that enjoys having fun, going nice places, doing cool things, we should definitely connect and have a conversation.
Yeah, true. Online dating, I'm a matchmaker, so I have people who read information, but in online dating, the problem is they just look at the photos and don't read necessarily what's written in the profiles.
Yeah.
It's obvious, everybody knows it. So what I recommend that if for online dating, to market yourself and to show who you are. If you said I like sport, you have to show that you like sport. You have to be on the ski.
Great.
If you say I like nice restaurants, you have to show the picture where you're dining very smart. If you say, what's adventurous, I don't know, paragliding or something absolutely crazy, showing this testosterone and ability to risk.
Absolutely. Love that. Yeah, so your visual imagery needs to match your copywriting. So
Yes.
if you look at it like that, right? So you've got so this is an important thing. When you think about marketing in business, you've got copy, which is your copywriting, which is usually going to sit at the top of the ad. You've got your creative, which is your actual imagery that you're going to use, which can be creative in terms of images, or it can be creative in terms of videos, and that's going to sit here. And then you've got your call to action. So I would say that whether you are marketing your business or marketing yourself, make sure you've got good copywriting, you describe things well. And look, you could go and take a creative writing course that will cost you £100, be lots of fun or whatever, or £500 if you want to go on a really advanced one, and actually do some creative writing. You could go and read a couple of books, which could cost you £30 on creative writing, and actually improve yourself in that area. You could go and take a photography course, or you could look at good imagery or whatever to improve yourself. But you can improve your marketing as a person in dating the same as you can improve your marketing as a business. Now, this sounds like a lot of effort, and a lot of people won't want to make the effort. But this is what I want to say to people from the dating perspective.
And from the business perspective.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, it's just always both, really, which is really random. But what do you want to end up with? Because you know what? 50% of your time you spend at work, 50% of the time you spend at home, right? With a very small amount, that's not quite the stats, but a lot of time is spent at work, a lot of time is spent at home. That's where you spend the most of your time. So you've got to do what you love, and it's helpful if you actually enjoy being around your partner. Right? Because if you don't, it don't give for a good life, right? So it's much, much better now to really make sure you get a mega partner, someone you're really happy with, rather than you have a relationship after relationship after relationship after relationship that don't work. So take a little bit of short-term pain to do it right for the long-term gain, rather than keep making the same mistakes over and over again.
Absolutely agree. I remember having a conversation with one guy who said that he chose his current partner not because she's great, because she's amazing, because he was so tired of all these dates and endless dates without any results, to something like she's okay. I'm taking her just because I can't be bothered. Yeah, I can't be bothered to search any longer, because it's really crazy, and just because people have no idea.
She must feel really amazing.
I hope she doesn't know it. I hope he's clever enough don't tell her about his conclusion.
She must feel special, yeah.
I hope he has enough intelligence. Don't tell her everything what he thinks about her. I hope so. I don't know. His relationship, probably she's agree. But this is really interesting thing, because in terms of business, it's simpler. But about photos, I constantly see your adverts on Facebook. Facebook likes me and correlate me with. But every time I react, even I know what's about, and probably I was already in this course. But it's still something. The photo should be like, even people know you, they still stop. What is it right now? What Adam is trying to tell us? And exactly this thing I try to explain to my clients, that people should stop seeing your photo. It should be really for a second, something special on the photo, really something special, that people stop, scrolling or.
Yeah. Attention grabber, yeah?
Yes,
yeah.
some emotional, but most people, especially elder people, 50, 50 plus is not elder, but elder people, they think I'm not young enough to make some funny photos. I'm old enough, I'm really too old and too intelligent, and I'm high professional to go to photographer and take photos for their dating profile, and they miss so many opportunities. And I see it in some business owners, because they post their photos on their websites of themselves, that you want to cry. Really, you don't want to spend any money with them. You want just to cry with them and.
I think that marketing in general is about, whether it's business or relationships, is about getting a message across and starting the conversation. So I always say that marketing isn't selling. Marketing is getting someone to take the next step. So in this case, if we grab their attention with an image, it's to get them to look at that image, it's to get them to read that copywriting, it's to get them to click, to potentially consider. But actually the sales part is the call to action. How are we going to call them to action? How are we going to close the deal, etc., etc. So when somebody's marketing themselves, they're marketing to grab attention. And if they're not grabbing attention, but what it really says to me in both of the chats that we've had so far is that there's a hell of a lot of products that could be created off the back of this. There's photography products, there's photography courses, there's different imagery that can be created, there's copywriting, we'll write your profile. All of these different things is from a position. If everyone's struggling with these, Ksenia, I would be looking at how do I create products that can make their dating life easier.
We do all these services.
Oh, that's great.
We help, because what I notice, probably this is the difference between business owners and single people, because most business owners, they still ready to learn something new, because it's their money.
Yeah.
The more they know, the more money they can earn potentially.
Yeah.
With singles, they many of them, and most of them, they don't want to learn. They want to get results now.
Yeah, I can understand that. So find them ways and show them ways to get results now, because that'd be really cool, to help them get that result faster.
I remember as a couple of years ago, I made something like a Christmas present. I said, send me your photo, and I will send what I see on the photos like a man. It was for women, like men, what they see, and why men don't react on your photos. Why not this triggering? There were 130 women who sent me the photos. I sent to every of them video, report, what I see, video report to every photo, 130 women. Only 2 of them really went to photographer and made new photos.
Did they really? Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Yeah. So, and after it, I said, I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
If you want to get this information, this report, or my opinion, it's only for money. I don't do it for free anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, which should be a product in itself. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it's exactly like in business. That's why I enjoy our conversation so much, because it's absolutely the same problems you have with your kids, with your kiddos, with your business owners, and I have with my kiddos, with my singles. I forgot what I wanted to ask.
That's all right.
Do you think it's in terms of business, in terms of dating, do you think it makes sense to search for the right person, for the right match from the beginning, or do it as a funnel to get many people in your audience, and then sort out and search for the right one? Being search very
so I think
careful.
If I look at it from a business perspective, the whole point is the funnel. We only want to put the right people in the funnel anyway. So when you're building a funnel, it's about putting the right customer, the right avatar, the right prospect into that funnel. So yes, you should build a funnel that's going to funnel people through, but what you're really doing, if you were dating, is you're marketing, but you're making sure the conversations you have are with the right people. You don't want to just be feeding anyone in. If you know that they're not the type of person that you're looking for, it would be better for us to speak to 20 people that are right than have 50 people in that weren't right. So it's actually better to funnel the right people to the right conversations with you, because you're going to find someone that resonates with you much, much quicker, I would imagine.
I remember you said many times in the coaching sessions about that you cannot be a business owner if you don't know your numbers.
Yeah.
And what you said, it's really correlated with numbers because in terms of dating, numbers is time.
Yeah.
Time we spent with wrong people, time we spent on the dating platforms, time we spent on doing some things correlated with dating. So it's absolutely like this funnel. If you have right people in your funnel, in your, I don't know, between your clients, between your dating clients, it's easier to find the right one. And if there's randomly people, it will be a lot of time spent to find the right person.
Yeah. And I would 100% say that when you talk about funnel in business and you talk about funnel in dating, as I said, I'm in a relationship now, but when I was dating, I wouldn't want to go and speak to 100 people. I want to speak to 5 of the right people, and that would be it. 5 people that I thought could be right. You want to be having, it's because, again, time is short. You don't want to be just spending your time constantly having conversations with random people. You want to be talking to the people that you could be right, could be right for you. So you want to narrow that down for sure and be much more targeted in your approach. And, again, it's a conversation I've really, really enjoyed. And marketing yourself, if we wrap that up into just say 5 ways that you can market yourself, the first way being, number 1, you've got to be very clear and when it comes to marketing your business, on who it is that you are trying to reach. And we've got the same dating. We're definitely aligned on this one. You've then got to understand, number 2, what that person is, what's driving that person. Is that, what do they want? Number 3, you've got to look at yourself and you've got to say, can I provide a product or service that solves number 2? Or can I be the man, can I be the girl that is going to be the person that's going to solve number 2 as well? From there, we've got to make sure that when we market ourselves with good writing, good imagery, and good call to actions, and present ourselves in the right way. And we've got to keep that open mind where we don't speak to hundreds of people. We speak only to the right prospects in business, the right prospects in relationships. And if people lean into those 5, they're going to start to get much better results in their business or their relationships. I think that really helps. Would you say, Ksenia, on that?
Thank you so much for so much advice, because it was really helpful and it brings more structure and more system for singles, because most of them, they think, okay, photo is more very important, or the text and profile is very important, but it's really understand, I sell myself, I buy some product, but I sell myself. And if you see it seriously, like adult, you can do it, because there are only simple steps. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that episode of Business Growth Secrets. And what are you thinking of the dynamic aspect of business and relationships? Obviously, so important and so much synergy. If you've enjoyed this episode and you've loved seeing Ksenia on, go and tell us in the comments, or go and leave us a review. It only takes a few seconds, just a quick move of the finger to go and click the 3 dots and go and give us a review for the podcast. Hope you've loved it. Hope you've enjoyed it and got lots of value. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Business Growth Secrets.